Alright, so today we're going to be looking at a Merlantean build. It's a bit more of a classic build where it's monster heavy with less spell and trap, but we're not going for the meta right now because that's not what we're doing. So, taking a look at the monsters, still running 3 Abyssmegalos. Very good card, searches out your Abyss spell and traps. Level 7 to go in those rank 7s, and can attack twice by tributing a monster. More or less the ace card of the deck when it comes to beatdowns. We're running 1 Abyssleed. His effect is neat. To tribute 1 monster and discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. Not bad. Like effect, not something I use often personally, but it's good to have, and more importantly, a level 7 27 beater. He's the strongest monster in our main deck, and it's good to pull out using our trap, which I'll show you in a bit. Running 3 Abyssteus because he's probably the best 7 in terms of keeping the deck consistent. He searches out a level 4 or lower Merlantean, and is a discard 1, special summon him, level 7, so we've got plenty of level 7s to go into rank 7s, and he gets us our level 4s to go into rank 4s. We're going to be running the staple of Merlanteans, Abysslinde. Pretty self-explanatory here. When she's destroyed and sent to the graveyard from the field, special any mermail from your deck, level 1 to 7, any of them. It's a great effect, and one we all love to abuse. Gonna run 3 Abysspike because, well, why not? He's our main searcher per se, and he lets us use our Atlantean cards to pop things, which I'll show you in just a bit. And we're gonna be running 2 Abyssturge for recycling. He's got a similar effect to Abysspike, but instead of searching from the deck, he'll add from the grave, which is key because you're probably going to be burning through your monsters a fair amount to get rid of your opponent's field. We're going to use 1 Abyssturge because, or Abyssgunde, sorry, because it's a monster reborn, and why not? We're running 1 Moulinglacia because Moulinglacia is a great card to use, and dropping a 28 beater is great. Atlantean Dragoons, any Sea Serpent search when it's sent to the graveyard for a water monster's effect. We're going to be using that a lot whenever we can. And 2 heavy infantries and 3 marksmen. These guys are more or less the real threat for clearing the field in the deck. Their marksman pops any set card, infantry pops any face up. A lot of people like to run 1 infantry. I like to run 2 for consistency myself, but that's just me. And I find with a game with Fiendish Chain in it, I like to get rid of that if I've let it go off and I haven't got it with a marksman yet. We're going to be running 1 Deep Sea Diva because that's all they'll give us. He's great for getting out any of these lower guys. He can really make an easy synchro and overlay into one of my favorite Xyz personally, which I'll show you in a bit. 2 Aqua Spirit for more level 4 spamming and rank 4 spamming, which is key. 2 Genex Undine and 1 Controller. I know that if you're running only 1 Controller, technically you have to show them the deck. I'm running 2 for consistency more than anything else. But, yeah, easy way to make some level 6 synchros using that there. 1 Tidal, because Tidal's a trump card in this deck. Unfortunately, it's only at 1, but whatever. I only used it at 2 personally anyways. Easy way to pull out a level 7 from your hand or your field and get into the rank 7s that we're going to be abusing. And finally, Fishborg Archer, because it's a great discard cost for any of our mermails, our level 7 guys, or level 4s. And if your field gets wiped out by some unfortunate dark hole or other circumstance, this guy is a great way to pull out a tuner himself and 1 other guy, and he can easily turn it around if your opponent isn't aware of it. For the spell lineup, we're only running 5. 2 Salvage, because getting your Atlantean cards back, and Abysslinde if you need it. 1 Dark Hole to get rid of pesky fields, and 2 MSTs because we are living in back row of the format. And then in the trap lineup, we're running 3 Abysssphere because this is Mermails and this is Abyss-Shpere. This card is great. It specials any 1 Mermail from your deck, any level. It's destroyed during your opponent's end phase, and unfortunately you can't activate spell cards while it's on your field, but generally that is never a problem. I've never seen it be a problem for anyone. If that's a problem for you, you need to reevaluate your deck use. And finally, we're going to run 1 Abyss-Squall for quick turnarounds and finishing plays. Pulling out any 3 mermails from your graveyard is a great thing to do, especially if you pull out like 3 Abyssmegalos. That'll ruin your opponent's day for sure. In terms of our extra deck, we're running 2 Abyssgiaos, Abysgiaos is a shifty little guy. I like him a lot. 28 beater, and you can just detach a material from him. Any monster your opponent has with less attack, their effects are negated. That's great for stopping a lot of pesky cards we see nowadays. That can stop a tiramisu if it comes on the field. He personally stops Garunix in all senses because a little used effect he has is that, well, he's got a material, level 5 and higher can't attack. They're not too prominent, but I just like that he is literally Garunix's complete opposite. Garunix cannot handle this card. We're running one Dracossack because Dracossack exists and it's fun to pop things. Also a great little wall we got there. Big Eye to take over cards when they're being pesky. One Master of Blades because he's a great 7, a nice strong 27 beater, and you can't really target him because he'll pop something else. That's a very nice effect. We're running one Bahamut Shark. Great for pulling out the rank 3s. We're only running 2, but believe me when I say he'll do a lot of work. 2600 attack and get over Stardust, which I like a lot, and it's pretty easy to pull at level 4s if you're playing this deck. We're running one Abyss Dweller for 2 reasons. Graveyard effects exist, so we're running him in every deck regardless if you have 4s. And 2, whenever he's got a water material on him, all monsters that are water attribute gain 500 attack. You can abuse that a lot in this deck, and that really comes in handy with Abysgiaos because that means if any monster has 3300 attack or less, they don't get their effects when you activate his effect. Nothing really getting over 3300 on its own when it's activating its effect, so that's a very good thing to have. Running one Cowboy for quick finishes. The hands are prominent nowadays, so we're running one Blackship of Corn. And in our 3 lineup, we've got Abysstrite and Nightmare Shark. I only ever get these guys out using Bahamut because that's just the way it is. Abysstrite's pretty self-explanatory. Just put her in defense 28 wall, and when she's destroyed, special the Mermail from your grave. And Nightmare Shark is good for pulling off a quick ending combo. Summon him with Bahamut, and you can attach a level 3 from your hand or field to him and get his effect, which I can explain in another video. And our final Xyz is Armor Kappa, which you play Deep Sea Diva and pull out an Infantry and get him, and he's got a nice strong effect that I can explain later. For our Synchro lineup, we're running 3. We're running a Cataster because Cataster's a solid card. Should be running them if you can, in my opinion, because it's not that bad. There's not too much dark right now in the meta, and he can get over pretty much anything ignoring, I guess, Dark Worlds. I don't know. Deloran's a good effect. Bounce card from your field to the hand and gain 500 attack. You can get your Atlanteans back into your hand and attack with him. And Gunganir's my favorite, a level 7, which is key in this deck, so we got plenty of 7s to go into, with a power effect that just has great synergy with those Atlantean cards. Can you pop up to 4 with him? Really like that guy. And that's my Merlantean build right there. Like, rate, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, and we'll be putting out another video soon.